Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is the first sit down video I'm filming with my new camera, and also the last video of 2020, guys. That's insane. My birthday was yesterday, so I have a bunch of balloons. I literally, I'm not kidding, 2020 flew by in an instant, but it also felt like the longest year of my life just because 2020 was a crazy year for everyone, and I'm sure everyone can agree, like, let alone Corona. Things happened that shouldn't have happened. People were hurt, and personally, this is one of the hardest years I've ever been through, but it's also been so much eye-opening and chance to, like, where I have so many new open doors and learn things. Like, I think this is the most lesson learned year I've learned, because I've learned lessons, I've made memories, and I can look back on memories I've had previous years, and I've just learned those, and I'm excited to share those with you guys. This video is mainly for me to look back on in a couple years to see where I'm at and what I've learned, as well as anyone who is struggling with needing, like, help. The very first thing I've learned is when someone walks out of your life, let them, because some people are meant to come back into your life to teach you something, and once they have, let them trail back to their own path. At the beginning of quarantine, it made me realize how fake people can be, because school was shut down, so I realized who my school friends were and not mainly my true friends, because, you know, we're in school and we grow so close to these people because we see them almost every single day, and you go close to them talking about things, but they don't want to have anything to do with you out of your personal life. And yeah, it hurt because I knew I wanted to grow a friendship with them outside of school, and they just didn't see anything, and that's okay, because, you know, I'm not just going to completely cut them off, because I'm still going to see them in school and I can still talk to them, but at the same time, I don't always want to see them in school. I want to have a connection and relationship with them outside of school, so that hurt. And I also found my true friends. I was really struggling with losing one of my best friends who I had all in middle school, and then I knew we hadn't really talked since last December, so it's almost been a year, but I just, like, was kind of, like, hurt by it and thinking, like, how could, like, you know, she'd just be okay when I'm over here in the midst of, like, oh my god, I want to go back to, like, normal times and all of that, like, when we were best friends and we did everything together. And I was also struggling with, like, friends situations, because I didn't have that many friends. I was losing a lot of them and didn't have a good friend group, and the last one was really toxic, so I decided to, you know, some people are meant to come in your life, teach you a lesson, and once they are, you gotta let them go. You gotta, like, I've learned so many lessons from my old friend, and I'm so mad we can't be friends right now, but some things are meant to be, and if we're meant to be friends in the future, we'll be friends. But she taught me so many lessons now, and I will forever cherish the memories we had, because those are some of the greatest memories I'll ever have with friends. But it is also really sad to know, you know, that time is over, but I have to know, let her trail back to her own path, and I'll have better friends one day, and I don't want to be like better friends, but like truer friends and lifelong friends. The second one is, if it's meant to be, it will be. Kind of tying back to the other one. This relates to a lot of things. Success, what else? Relationships, friendships, so much. One thing I struggled with most this year is relationships. I'm struggling so bad with finding a relationship. And I just wanted to be in a really committed relationship, like a serious relationship. I'm like, I'm only in high school. Like, many people are just gonna be like, you're only in high school, like, what's the point of dating? And to me, I saw it so much more, because, like, yeah, like, boys in your life only make you in the end kind of hurt, but that's why I wanted a serious relationship. I just didn't want to get into a random relationship, and I was like, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Like, I liked someone, if it's meant to be, it'll be. I want to have a friendship with this person, if it's meant to be, it'll be. I want to do this career path, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I want to move here, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And I know it's just a corny saying that everyone says, but there's so much more to it. If that's part of your plan in life, then it's going to be. The third thing I have is pray on it. One of the biggest things I've struggled with this year, or anything, I decided to start praying on it. And let me just say, I used to cry myself to sleep almost every single night last year because I was diagnosed with depression, but I personally don't think I had depression. So I just had anxiety really bad. But I would cry myself to sleep just because of insecurities, loneliness, so much. I just had a fear of dying and just everything combined together. School, stress. Like I said, I'd cry myself to sleep, and I was like, how do I get rid of this? And this went on for weeks upon weeks, and I started to pray on it, and I just felt so much better. I can't think of the last time I cried myself to sleep or had a mental breakdown, and that's completely okay. It's like, crying is healthy. Crying something that is so looked upon, saying like, oh my god, if you do that, like, you're, you know, it's not something that we're open to just sitting there and have like a crying party or something. So there's really no normalcy that people talk about it, but all in all, like, it helps you. And I decided to pray on things that were bothering me, and I just feel so much better. I feel like a weight is taken off my shoulder, not only because I know like God's in charge of it, but you know, I don't have control of it. And as much as I do here, like, God has a plan for me, and like, it's like, if it's meant to be, it'll be one day. And like that says so I just feel like such like a weight is taken off my shoulder when I pray on something. Number 4 is good things do not come easy. Trust me, guys, I realized good friendships, you have to give a good friendship too. You're not just gonna get a random relationship without you giving your 50% and they're giving your 50 and they're giving their 50. Same with a friendship. Like, you got to do both ways, and good things don't come easy, whether that's friendships, relationships, or success. Because let me just say one thing, success does not come easy, and I've learned that. And one thing I'm struggling with the most this year also is YouTube. I took the whole month of November off because I was like, I want to stop doing YouTube. I need to. I mean, I love doing it. I just know I'm not gonna get anywhere. And with that mindset, I was like, why? Like, looking down in the future, I see myself doing YouTube as a full-time job. If I am able to when I'm older, I would love to. And even if not, I just love doing it as a hobby or something. And it keeps me occupied and something I love doing. So I realized good things don't come easy. So if I do see myself in the future doing something YouTube related, I have to keep going at it. I can't just quit. Like, yeah, I've done YouTube for almost 4 years now, but I feel like at the point where I'm kind of getting good with the videos, just got me the camera, so it's gonna be like the start of something new going into 2021. I just cannot wait. Thing I learned this year is, why wait until tomorrow if you can do that thing today? One of the things I would always do is push myself and say, I'll start tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, when I knew I could do it today. I was so lazy at the beginning of quarantine. Let me just say, I would sit around, I mean, weren't we all? I would sit around, binge watch YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, eat all this food and not get any activity and just sit in my bed, because I mean, that's kind of what we were all prone to do, propped on our phones, on our bed, computers, binge watching and eating, because the world was shut down, and that was such a big change at the time because we weren't used to it. And I started to wanting to do everyday workouts, or like workouts maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and that turned into so much more. I work out almost every single day now, with rest days and light days and intense days, leg days, arm days. Like, I feel like I know so much more about it, and I was always like, I'm just gonna do workout tomorrow. But why? Like, it's 5 p.m. I still have the rest of the night. Why don't I work out tonight instead of pushing it off tomorrow? And that's that's how I related to it, but this saying goes so many ways, and you guys may like be in the same boat as me with a different situation. Like, why put off something tomorrow that you can start to. Number 6 is live and let loose. I was so uptight the beginning of this year and was always like, what if I get caught? Not caught, but like, what if you know, I'm not a bad kid. I don't do stupid and dumb decisions, but I would always realize, just with everything, like, instead of going out and having fun with my friends one night, I would be like, I need to sit here and do school. And yes, school is a factor. School, you know, should be done most of the time before you go out and have fun. But this would be almost 5 days a week. And I kind of realized I put off of wanting to go hang out with my friends and realizing time to myself. And I realized, like, let loose, have fun, because you're only a teen once. And you have this, like, one life you have to live, and it's like, how do I want to spend it? Cooped in my room all the time doing schoolwork, or just sitting by myself watching YouTube videos when I can go out and have fun with my friends? Number 7 is soak in every moment before it's too late. I think this is something we all realized in 2020. I didn't really learn to soak in memories until this year, because I realized, like, I never soaked in the moment when I had the chance. Like, last year, this time last year I was in London, and I guess I really didn't soak in the moment. Like, it was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I went with my school, and we marched in the the New Year's Eve parade. Oh, it was so much fun. We walked London. I got to spend my birthday and New Year's Eve there. We had a huge New Year's Eve party, and it was normal then. And something like a big trip like that, I didn't even soak in, and you would think I would. Let alone family Christmases, birthdays, family, just being with your family. You don't learn to soak in until you can't anymore. And that's what I've learned this year, because I couldn't really be with my family because Corona, and I missed them so much. And I realized, you know, like a year ago I was able to be with them, and I guess I really didn't think about soaking it in because I was so used to it. And now I'm just like, there's an obstacle blocking me from seeing my family. So, especially my grandma, I literally haven't seen her since January and hugged her. Like, I saw her for like 5 minutes one time because we were 6 feet apart, like, because she's in a nursing home. But since then, I literally haven't been able to hug her and just like be like. Number 8 is don't worry about the future as much as you right now. I am so worried about my future. I realize, I'm like, what if I'm not able to do YouTube when I'm older? What if I don't live in South Carolina when I'm older? What if I don't get good scholarships? You know, I'm so worried about me in a couple years that I ended up missing out on who I am right now. And it almost brings me to sadness, because like, I'm worried about my future self more than I am right now. And I'm like, to get there in a couple years, I have to focus on who I am right now. Yes, you should still look into your future and have a plan, but that plan isn't always going to be exactly what you think it is. And it scares me because the future is unknown, that the unknown is something I struggle with. And like the future, like, I just struggle with that, because I'm like, what if it doesn't go to my plan? What happens then? And I was so worried about that. But it is what it is. I have to pray on it, like I said, and at least have a plan, at least have a foundation to start out somewhere. And you also need to focus on yourself right now, because my plan, my future in 5 years, I would love to be doing YouTube full-time, maybe go to college, live down south, Florida, South Carolina, somewhere down there, be in a serious committed relationship, and hopefully be settling down. But yeah, it's crazy to think like that's literally gonna be in 5, 6, 7 years, and holy crap. So I feel like that's why I was just so worried about the future when I didn't even check on myself right now. Number 9, losing yourself makes you find who your real self is. I would always lose myself and then wind back to finding myself. I would always find myself going off to this mindset and then bringing it back to the normal self, because once you lose yourself, that's how you find your true self. That's when you learn more lessons, you learn how to ground yourself with the decisions you make, different therapies and things like that. So I felt like that helped me a lot. And just all in all, when I lost myself at the end of last year, this year I definitely found myself. I know I found myself the past year, just so many things. I just feel so happy, so positive, and like I said, I used to cry myself to sleep every single day last year, and now I hardly cry, which is a good thing, because I'll cry when I need to cry, but like I don't feel like I just need to sit here and can break down, because I don't have that much to cry about, because I realize like the positive in life. I've learned all that. And the 10th and final thing I've learned this year is patience. Wait for it, because once you have it, it's yours forever. This quote goes so many ways. If you guys watched my Vlogmas, I listen to Case Kenny every single Monday and Friday. He is an inspirational, like, mental health person. He does podcasts and also sends inspirational emails or whatever, but like it's like based off his podcast, and his podcasts are only like 20 minutes every single Monday and Friday, so I always find room. It's only 20 minutes and they go a long way for me. You know, I reflect on them, and it's topics like I never even really thought about, and I got this one from here. I really suggest you guys listen to him. I've talked about him so much. He's helped me a lot this year, and I'll link him down below, but give him a listen, guys. He's done a lot for me, and I learned that quote from here. Success and love goes a long, long, long way. Why settle down for a random relationship when you're only going to get hurt in the end? When you can wait, because once you have it, it's yours forever. And I've learned to realize that, because when I've always, like I said, I struggled with the relationship thing this year. So I felt I want to get into a serious relationship, but I need to find a guy now to get into a serious relationship instead of waiting. I learned, like, I need to wait. I need to have patience. And that patience is the hardest, to me, the hardest thing to wait upon, because, like, if you're antsy, you need it now, 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 or you want it now. You don't need it, you want it now. And waiting is the thing that has the value, because once you have it, it's yours forever. And when we all know we're gonna die, so if we never died, things wouldn't have a value to us. That's why the wait is so important, because once we have it, it's ours forever. Also, success in the same way. You know, why settle down for a career path that you don't feel confident in when you can wait, go to college a few years, and be in your dream career path? Same with love. Why settle into a random relationship when you can wait a couple years and get into a serious relationship, because once you have it, it's yours forever. That's what I've learned. Patience is key. Patience is also so hard. So I learned to pray on it and learned if it's meant to be, it will be. So that was the biggest one I've learned this year. It goes success and love for me, because I want a relationship so bad, and I'm sure most girls do at my age. But I'm waiting for the one. I'm waiting for a serious relationship, and you know, I don't know if they're the one. I don't know. So I don't want to say like I'm waiting for the one. I want to say I'm waiting for like a serious relationship, because yeah, I could get into a serious relationship right now, or so I think, but let it be toxic and let me get my heart broken again. So I know I need to wait for when I feel like it's right, my mind, my heart, and soul, and kind of God gives me signs, and you know, and people can think that's so stupid, but that's my decision at the end of the day. And I want to, and it's going to be better for me, and I don't care what others think of that at all. If they want to laugh at me and say, oh, you're waiting for the one, oh, you're waiting for a serious relationship, go ahead. I don't care. I am happy with myself. I'm happy with the decisions I've made, and I'm as well happy with the way I'm ending out 2020 and moving into 2021. Yeah, so those are all the lessons I've learned this year. Definitely a crazy year, but it's definitely worth the ride and thrill of it all. So thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to start this new year. I'm going to be posting probably maybe at least once a week, maybe one. My goal is for 2 videos a week. I don't have a date I'm posting, but it's gonna be nice not to be posting every single day coming out of December with Vlogmas, but it's gonna be really nice to have a relaxed schedule. Just expect 2 videos every single week. Don't get mad at me if I only upload 1, but expect 2 videos. I can't say when because I don't know when. Probably 1 on the weekend and 1 during the week. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and thank you for all the support you've given me. And I hope to only grow from here in 2021. I don't want to have a set number and be like, let's get to 2,000 subscribers. Let's just continue to grow from here and continue to be an awesome family, guys. I can only see such a future with doing YouTube, and I can only do it with your love and support. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in 2021. Bye, guys!